Hello student, today we learn Geography Standard 7. In that lesson number 3, tides. Okay, in the previous video we learned some points from this lesson. Today we learn tides. See, open your textbook and page number 10. Then in the corner there is a next point, that is tides. Okay, the following factors are responsible for the occurrence of tides. We see which factors are responsible for the occurrence of tides. First one, the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun, as well as that of the earth. One most important factor is that the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun, and as well as that of the earth. Okay, this is the most important factor which is responsible for the occurrence of tides. Then see next page, page number 11. Second factor is that revolution of the earth around the sun and the indirect revolution of the moon around the sun. This is the second factor. And third one, centrifugal force generated due to the rotation of the earth. Now figure 3.6 which shows the occurrence of tides, and we know three factors are responsible for the occurrence of tides, that are gravitational force between moon and the sun, as well as earth and revolution of the earth around the sun, and the indirect revolution of the moon around the sun. See, and in centrifugal force which generated due to the rotation of the earth, and that were all shown in the occurrence of tides in the figure 3.6. And the moon is closer to the earth than the sun. We know that the moon is closer to the earth than the sun, and hence its gravitational force becomes more effective than that of the sun. And tides occur due to the relative positions of the moon and the sun and the earth. A place on the earth located at the opposite point of the place experiencing high or low tide, and also experiences high or low tide respectively. And at the same time, this is a result of the centrifugal force. Okay, and see figure 3.6 and try to understand the locations of high and low tides on the earth. See, when there is a high tide at 0 degree meridian, the 180 degree meridian also experiences high tide. Okay, and the meridians that are at right angles to those having high tide will also experience low tide at the same time. And if it is high tide at 0 degree and 180 degree meridians, then at which meridians will low tide? Yes, it is low tide 90 degree and 270 degree. Okay, then think about it. Large rockets are used to go into the space away from the earth. And which force do they act against? Which force do they against? That is gravitational force. Then types of tides. Okay, now we learn types of tides. As the timing of tide varies every day, the range of a tide also keeps on changing. And generally, the highest tide occurs on full moon and new moon days, whereas on the days of the first and the third quarter, the high tide is at minimum, that is, it's called the spring tides, and neap tides are of two types of tides. See, the first one, spring tide. On new moon and full moon days, the gravitational pull of the sun and the moon act in the same direction. Due to this, the total pull increases, and hence the tide on these days is much higher than the average high tide, and this is known as spring tide. See figure 3.7, spring tide. As the bulge at the high tide is greater and the water at low tide recedes much more, and the water level during spring tide is higher than the average high tides and lower than the average low. Okay, see in the figure 3.7 there shown how occur spring tide. And now next tide is neap tide. And while revolving around the earth, the moon makes a right angle with respect to the earth and the sun twice a month. And this quarter of each month, on both these days, the forces of both the sun and the moon operates at right angles on the earth. See figure 3.8. See here shown neap tide how occur. And at the places where the sun causes high tide, the gravitational pull of the moon, which is at right angles, also acts on the sea water. And due to such conditions, the water level rise is less than usual at the time of high tide. Now see, similarly, fall in water level is less than usual at the time of low tide, and this is because the attraction of the sun and the moon are not complementary but at right angles to each others. Such tides are called neap tides, and neap tides are a little lower than the average high tides and a little higher than the average low tides. Okay, this is all about tide. There are two types of tide, that is spring tide and neap tide. Then there is a given extra information. Do you know? See, intertidal range. The difference in the water level of the high tide and the low tide is called a tidal range. In open seas, this range is about 30 centimeter. And however, towards the coastal areas, it goes on increasing. And along the coast of the peninsular India, the range is around 100 to 150 centimeter for the most of the part. The highest tidal range in the world is observed at Bay of Fundy along the Atlantic coast of North America. And here the tidal range is about 1600 centimeter. And in India, the highest tidal range is in the Gulf of the Kumbat, and it is about 1100 centimeter. Okay, this is extra information given for you. And what are the effects of tides? See, with the high tide, fish move in the creeks, and this helps fishing activity. This is the first effect of tide.